Olakunle. Join our journey and dive into the lively foray. As Nigeria live, tune in bright and clear. Insights, laughs and knowledge are all right here. Current news and issues, what's happening today. Personal tales unfold in a unique way. Political views and tales of old and new. With guest speakers who share a broader view. Come along, be a part of this vibrant scene. Your voice, your story, your dreams to be seen.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Anna. Good evening,
Good
Olakunle.
evening.
How are you doing today?
I'm
Yes.
good.
I'm doing great.
Well, I know Olakunle is doing great because of what has happened this evening. Paris Saint-Germain has beaten
What
the
are you trying
Arsenal
to
in the
say?
Champions League
Why are you saying? What
final.
are you
That's
saying? What are
yeah,
you
I
saying?
know, I know
Don't
because
speak for me.
he's a Chelsea
I'm just
fan and
happy.
a
I'm
long
just in a happy
time
mood.
rival of the Arsenal, all right? And with that, I'm very happy to introduce to you today. This is a special edition. This is episode 10. This is a special edition of Ask Nigeria Live where we talk about football. In one of our episodes back, we talked about introducing an episode where we discuss football, but not just discussing football as other people do out there. We discuss football and explain it to a beginner. All right, as you all know, we have a beginner in the house today who is Anna, right?
Efram, I'm not genuine in this one. I'm not on the job with this one.
Oh,
Anna
hold
is a
on.
beginner.
You have no choice.
Someone sent
You
a
have- you have-
video to me. Someone sent a video to me 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago. He's
yeah.
a beginner. Are you sure?
You know,
2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
you know what I'm doing.
Don't you forget?
I don't. Actually,
Luckily, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to equip Anna in such a way that if she wants to banter you, she'll be able to do it comfortably without needing any video or any help at this point.
Thank
We'll make her
you.
graduate from one level
It is my wish.
to another so that she understands what is going on. You understand? Good. So that's what we're doing today, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be live. Well, we're gonna do less of bantering because I expect that after this episode, the bantering will come much later. Maybe between Olakule and Anna. Yeah, most likely between them because once something happens, like you just chip in. That's what I expect to happen. That's what I expect to happen. All right. Now, today we have. It's not gonna be just videos alone. I'll give you a timeline. All right. The timeline is we have the first video as the laws of football because a lot of people just think you watch football and that's it. They just kick around the ball, nothing happened. There are rules guiding them, and it's called the 17 laws of football. We're going to be looking at that, and then we'll now start. Once you understand the law, we start with the English football pyramid, because that's the most popular one that everyone knows now. The English Premier League, everyone supports Arsenal, Chelsea, Man U, and it's you'll find people who support Barcelona, Real Madrid, but you rarely find people who support clubs like Girona, Elche, Real Valladolid. I'm a La Liga fan, and I know all those, and I'm invested in them. But luckily, I also knows those football club. But we'll make you understand in such a way that if anybody is talking about any football club, you can trace that club to any of these places. So we'll talk about that pyramid, and then we'll demonstrate the pyramid. All right, I have my phone here. I'll go through how to look for all of these pyramids, how to actually check for scores, check for statistics, look for matches that are planned. You look for all of those things. There are many apps that you can use for that, but I'm gonna be using just one, and you see how I'm doing that. So it's gonna be a demonstration, and then we'll leave that. We'll go to continental leagues, continental competitions like the UEFA Champions League, Europa League, Conference League. Then we'll talk about their equivalent. And then lastly,
Okay.
we'll talk about the World Cup. As you know, the World Cup is happening this year, right?
June
It'll
11th,
start
starting on June 11th.
11th. Right, it'll start June. How do I know? How did I know that it will start June 11th? I did not check online, right? I knew based on my sources, all right? So once we play the video, Anna, we play the video, you are going to ask questions. Okay, what do we mean about it? It can be overwhelming at first, right? But
It is already. I'm already confused.
For
I
example,
only know Olakunle's club, Chelsea. Finish.
yeah, we're going to explain that, right? Um, just note something that nobody goes around memorizing all of these rules of football. Like I said, we're going to start with the 17 rules of football. Nobody memorizes.
Okay.
Even Olakunle, if I ask him what are the rules, he doesn't know them. No football fan knows all the rules verbatim by heart. No. But there are some that you have to understand. Once you see it happen, you know, oh, that is what has happened. All right. So we don't have much time. Any question that you have, we're going to answer them, and it's gonna be normal time duration. All right. Shall we?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we shall.
Good. Olakunle, are you with me?
I'm with you 100%.
Olakunle, are you? All right. Remember, we're not doing anything called bantering. We are explaining here today.
Sure.
We're not doing
Don't Olakunle will start bantering. Don't worry.
I will
You will
not.
see
No, no,
him.
no, 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 no. It's
I'm
not.
a little
It's
bit
not. It's not.
close. I'm a
It's not
little bit
supposed
close
to do
about
that.
it. You know.
You see?
A little bit.
A little bit,
Yeah,
a
no, it's
little
not
bit becomes
supposed
a
to do
tiny,
that.
a massive lump.
Oh my god.
I understand. All right. Let's start.
Know that every football match you watch, from the FIFA World Cup final to a friendly street game, follows the exact same 17 laws of the game? Today, I'll break them down in simple words so you can understand football like a pro, even if you're a beginner. These laws are created by IFAB, the International Football Association Board, and without them, football would be total chaos. So, let's go through each one with real match examples so you'll never be confused by the rules again. Law 1. The field of play. The pitch must be rectangular. Dimensions. Length 90 to 120 meters.
Now,
Width,
nobody cares about the
45
length.
to 90
Olakunle does not know the length
For
of
international
Chelsea
matches,
Football
100 to
his football stadium
110
is called
meters by
Stamford Bridge,
64 to
Stadium. Nobody
75
cares about
meters.
that.
Must include halfway
But
line,
they have dimensions. It
penalty
goes-
areas, goal
same.
areas, center circle, and corner arcs. Goals are 7.32 meters wide and 2
Hold on. There's a part I wanted to
length
show you.
90 to 120 meters, width
Okay.
45 to 90 meters. For international matches,
Once it gets
100 to 110 meters by 64 to 75 meters.
Are they wetting the football pitch?
there. Yes,
Some are
they are,
actually
because
natural grass.
the
Some are actually
field-
natural
For
grass. Some are
slips?
just.
Some are artificial, right? For example,
actually
some
artificial.
stadiums you can actually remove the grasses, like rug. You can
Yeah.
just remove the
Especially the one
volleyball,
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
they'll use
especially the one
it
that
for
happened
concerts.
in Budapest this
Yes.
evening. It was artificial. I watched the opening
Yes.
from the beginning.
Artificial.
It was artificial. It was not
Yes,
gone.
the opening, and so they can wet it. They can, it does happen. Now, this is what I am trying to say. You can see in the middle there's a circle, right? That's where they start the play. But towards either side, you can see that there are two boxes, one smaller one and then one bigger one, right? That
Yeah.
bigger one that has something that looks like a semicircle on top of it, that thing is known as the penalty box, right? It's known as the penalty box. So that box is very important, right? So
Must
let's
include
Okay.
halfway line, penalty areas, goal areas,
That's the
center
penalty
circle,
area.
and corner arcs. Goals are 7.32 meters wide and 2.44 meters high. If the ball crosses the goal line but outside the goal posts, it results in a goal kick or corner kick.
Law 2. The ball must be spherical, made of suitable material, standard size, size 5, weight 410 to 450 grams, circumference 68 to 70 centimeters.
You may ask that why is the ball part of the laws of the game? It's the law because they are so round that they don't have friction, so that when you
Okay.
play them, you don't know where they are going to go, right? The trajectory is not defined. You can't predict it, right? So that's why you see the balls that you see all around. They have a lot of edges. They have a lot of curves inside of them. A lot of markings. A lot of joinings, like the one you can see on the screen now. It has a lot
Yeah.
of joinings around. They do it because if you make the ball perfectly round, you are going to play the ball forward, and the wind is going to carry it to the left or to the right. Luckily, you remember the ball called Jabulani that I think was
Pelele.
used in 2010.
You,
No. It was. I mean, this is an official ball, Jabulani. Players were complaining
okay.
about it because they will play the ball and even goalkeeper will stay like this because the goalkeeper does not know where the ball is going to go. The ball can appear to go right and it will just go left. Olakunle remembers that ball is called Jabulani, right? So after they experimented with that ball, they just decided, see, we're not going to do that thing again. It's not going to be that round. So now they are making use of the one that has friction. In fact, the one they are going to use for the World Cup has a robot inside. They will charge it and it can last for 6 hours. Yes. So
AI.
Ebra, let me
please,
add something. Let me add something to that.
yes.
Anna, probably
Okay.
when you are watching, let's take a little step backward. Don't need to take about. If you look at the measurement, you are saying something about from 410 to 450, from 100 to 70. The measurement simply means that there is no accurate measurement for a particular standard stadium.
Pitch.
We have
Okay.
some big stadiums, very big. We have some stadiums very small, but within the range. Do you understand? So, for example, let's use this as an example. Say the weight between 410 to 450. So, within the range of this 410 to 450, your ball from your own stadium or your pitch can actually be 420. And that stadium can actually be 430. Do you understand?
Yes.
So, it's similar to
Yeah.
other happens to
Yes.
pitch too. So, you see some stadium whereby some players, once they kick the ball from the post one, it's within 2 seconds, it got to the post two because the stadium is very small. Why is it some stadium whereby when they kick
It's
the ball,
very small, yes.
like it's very large, so it depends on the strategy. The only thing is that they give them a measurement between so particular measurement to this, pick your own size. So for example, so
Okay.
probably like in PSG now, that stadium is a little bit bigger than our own Chelsea PSG. You understand? So probably two teams are actually playing football. One stadium is small, the other stadium is big. There's a disadvantage, there's an advantage to that. So it depends on the kind of stadium you're playing on. So you surely see there's no accurate measurements when it comes to football. You'll be saying between this to this, between this. So it depends on your own field. If you want to stay on this particular course,
Yes.
when you look at the circumference too, circumference say from 68 to 70. There's no actual
Yes.
measurements. So within that 60
Measurement.
to 70, it depends on you. You can pick 69 or pick 70 or 68. So it's
But the only one that
some
stays constant is
It's
that
just the size of
goalpost
the ball.
because the
goalpost is the same
goalkeepers,
thing.
they are human beings, so it's the
They
same
are human,
thing.
but they don't.
It
You
doesn't
don't
matter
give
how
them
they
long.
don't
oversize.
They don't give them
Don't give them
Yeah,
oversize.
the stadium can be bigger
because
than that.
because imagine I am training with a goalpost that is larger and then that is wider. If I go to one that is smaller, that means it has become second nature for me. I'll just do like this, boom,
Yeah.
hold the ball. You understand? So it has
You
to be
will have
uniform
to.
all around, right?
Okay.
in fact, in
So let's
today's, if you
continue.
actually watch today's
Yeah.
football, something happened in today's football whereby they were giving them after 20 minutes, they're giving them 2 minutes water break because of the stadium, the size of the
Yes.
stadium, and sometimes it also happens sometimes due to measurement of the weather. Probably the weather is very hot or cold, but most of the time,
Yeah, if it's
due
very
to the
hot,
size of the
you will
stadium,
take.
most of the time due to the size of
Yes,
the
you will see
stadium,
cooling
if
break.
the
They'll be
stadium is very
drinking
big,
water.
they'll give them a cooling break like 5 minutes to go because you can't play that. Just imagine you want to play. I don't know if you are beating the guy, like just give it a distance, the kind of a location distance whereby you want to play football, unless you want to get on the pitch. So they give it about five
You
minutes.
keep
You have
running
to
back and
take a break.
forth.
So these
Yes.
are just the.
All right.
If
these are
the
just
ball
I mean, for the
becomes
life of me, I don't know
defective
why you
during
are running
play,
after this
restart
leather,
with a dropped ball.
this colorful leather.
If the ball bursts mid-play,
Let's
the
listen
match
to
is
this.
stopped and
Let's
reaches
get
70
something, yeah.
centimeters. If the ball
Really?
becomes defective during play, restart with a dropped ball. If the ball bursts mid-play, the match is stopped and restarted with a new ball.
Law 3.
Restarted.
The players.
not for
Yes.
not for the
So
beginning.
what
Not
that
from
means?
beginning.
What that means
Okay,
is
Not from
okay.
the beginning.
if the ball deflates, the referee, there's a referee there controlling the game. You can say, oh, stop, and then they'll bring another ball. And what drop ball means is it's going to, at that point where the ball deflates, it's going to go there and then tell each
Call the two
opponent, you
opponents.
stay
So
stay
stand.
equally apart from the ball, and then it's going to drop the ball, and anyone who gets
their
it
middle.
first gets it. Yes.
Okay.
Right. So let's
Yeah.
continue.
Matches played with 2 teams. Maximum 11
So, 2
players
teams.
each, including
11
goalkeepers.
players
Mhm.
each.
A
Yeah, I
team
think I know
must
that
have
one.
at least
11
7 players
players.
to
Yeah.
continue.
I
Substitutions
know.
allowed, normally
What's that?
3 to 5, depending on competition rules. If a team has fewer than
Yellow
7
card,
players
red
due
card.
to
Yeah,
red
because I know I
cards
see
or
young people
injury,
with that.
the match is abandoned.
Law 4.
Really?
The player's equipment. Mandatory equipment. Jersey, shorts,
So the
socks,
law
shin
comprises
guards,
equipment
boots.
and
Goalkeepers wear colors distinguishable from players and referees.
yes, the
Dangerous
color
items
also
like jewelry
decides.
or sharp accessories are not allowed. A player wearing a chain must remove it before continuing play.
Law
Yes,
5.
like mine now.
The
My
referee.
dog tag was
The
actually-
referee enforces the laws, controls the match,
Yes.
and
Guys,
makes
guys,
final
yes.
decisions. Can stop, suspend, or abandon the match. Keeps official time and disciplinary records. Even if VAR suggests otherwise, the referee's decision is final.
Law 6. The
The
other
referee be
match
you know be
officials
good.
includes assistant referees,
Anna, what's this
linesmen,
now?
fourth official,
How did they say
VAR,
VAR tell you
AVAR,
something?
and
Referee
goal
will
line
say
assistants.
no, it can't be.
Assistants help with
it's
offside.
possible. You have the right as a referee.
The what VAR is video assistant referee. It's like for
Okay.
instance, if there's something happening in a company.
Okay, that's like an
then-
assistant.
Yeah, that's like an assistant. You see it. You can go
Okay.
and tell your boss that look, I've seen something is happening, right? And then when you tell your boss that something is happening, you can actually decide to take action, and you can decide not to take action. You understand? That is the job. The referee is like the god. It's like the god on the football pitch. If he says that is not a goal, it is not a goal. Of course, it has to
Sorry.
hold to the standard. Yes. So that's what they
Okay.
say, right?
That means the referees are schooled.
Please, also ask to that. Sometimes a referee
Yes.
might actually just go out of his own ethics and decided to play rough or trying to play unhealthy. After the match, such referee can actually be charged to court, be suspended, or be
Yes.
sacked totally
Yes.
by FIFA.
Yes.
It's possible.
Yes.
So probably
Or
the
be
referee
kidnapped.
decided to
Yes.
just turn it.
No, don't
Abraham,
let's go there. We're talking about normal situation now.
I'm not part of this. You are the one starting this teaching, and I'm not seeing future in this. I'm not seeing
You say
future
you're
in
not
this
part-
lesson.
I take it
I'm
back.
not seeing future.
I take it back.
I'm not seeing future in this lesson. They're bringing the banditry into football. Have you ever experienced that before? It doesn't happen in history. So, like I said, it's possible. It's actually possible for referee. Probably he's being paid, or because he just want to show partiality, maybe because of the
Or maybe he
club
doesn't
playing or
like
the
the
country
team.
playing, maybe he doesn't like the team. But
Yes,
this
it could
such
happen. Yes.
referee can actually be charged. But the problem about it is that even when he's being charged, the decision has been made by him already. The deed has been done.
Yeah, that's
So
why I
that's
said
just the
it's the
crazy part of
chaos.
it.
Yeah,
Once
so
it's
you
on the
can't
That's
go
just the
back.
crazy
football
part.
field,
They can't go back.
you
But
can't go
though you
back
guys
on
heard
it.
about the information, okay, such referee has been charged. But just like the football we just watched tonight, if the referee did nonsense and he gave the probably trophy to Arsenal at the end of the day, the referee might
They
actually
have
be
carried
charged
the
to
cup,
court
they have
because
carried.
we have carried the club. There's nothing you can do about
Yes.
it. So they get kind
Yeah.
of situations.
That's the reason.
Okay.
Alright, so
Substitutions
let's
Alright.
continue
and
with the
technical
video.
area behavior.
Abraham, what?
Law
Please pause. A
7.
little bit pause.
The duration
But
of the
recently,
match.
Alright,
please
hold
pause.
on.
Recently, FIFA just started one thing, and I don't know if that has been executed probably in clubs. Even the referee decided to play God. There's officials among the referee that can come out from the room and actually give the referee a red card to leave the pitch. That's another
Wow.
deal.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
but we've not seen that happen.
But
We've not
we
seen
haven't
that
seen
happen.
that. We have seen that only happen. That only happened in World Cup. I haven't seen that happen in club, probably in club football like that. But that's happened in World
Yes.
Cup.
We've
That's
not
an
seen it. We've
external
not seen
official
that
can
yet.
come out. If probably something is going on the
Can
pitch,
come and say
external official can come
this
out.
guy is just doing nonsense.
Even those last man, even the last man also have their own particular card. Do you know that too? Those last man also have their card too. They
Yes.
can give the referee a red card or yellow card for probably doing I just like the kind of development that has happened in football, it kind of changes and things that happen.
Yes.
A little bit.
It changes. It changes.
Okay.
Sometimes. So look at this next law. Look at this next law. So the next law is the duration of play. They play for 90 minutes, but not straight.
Mm-hmm.
They play there's a first half, then there's a second half. The first half is 45 minutes, then the second half is also 45 minutes. At the end of the first 45 minutes, there's something called extra or added time, not extra time, added time. The time added varies. It could be 1 minute, it could be 2 minutes, it could be 3 minutes. The reason they add it is because maybe someone got injured and then the officials taking care of that player took time to take care of that player, right? If they take 5 minutes, 7 minutes, they're going to add that 7 minutes back to the 45 so that it is fair. You can't waste time. Your player can't be injured and be treated for 10 minutes and then you're not jealous because you are winning. No, they will add that 10 minutes back to the 45 minutes. Yes. So at the end of the first half, even if they add 20 minutes, it does not matter. 20, that's you finish the first half. Once you want to start the second half, you don't start it at 50 something. No. You start it at the same 45, then you go to 90. Then at the end of 90, another added time, can be given again.
So what you're saying
it depends.
is,
if you waste time,
if for instance now in the first half, maybe in time 30 minutes, there was an injured player, so they had to take time to work on the player. Does it matter if the player is not coming back? If the player is not coming back to the pitch, would it stop?
It depends.
No, there's not.
The first
Okay.
the first thing they resort to is they take care of the player on that field itself.
The pitch, yes.
That's how
But
you see that.
something
They will stop the play. Once they stop the play, and then the
But the
medical
time still
staff
keeps
will
counting.
come onto the field. The time still keeps counting, but there's an official that is taking note of the time that is being used at that time. So if you use 5 minutes, he's taking note of it. At the end of that first half, they're going to add that time that you
The
use.
5 minutes, so you must
play. Yes, you must play that 45. Football is not easy. It's not. In fact, you cannot pause football except something happens. Maybe the ball goes out of play, and God knows, if the ball goes out of play, the other team can decide to start it immediately. Luckily, am I lying? They can decide immediately like this. So it doesn't matter if you are tired. It doesn't matter. They will start it, and then.
But then they're enjoying it
once
still. I mean.
Hold on. It is not enjoyment per se. There was a case of a player, Christian Eriksen. You remember, Olakunle? Ericsson was playing, and then he had a heart attack while he was playing.
No, I mean
and
they're
he
enjoying
said,
the game. Like it's something that
The
they enjoy
audience.
doing.
of
That's why
course,
they play.
of course,
Even
they
the
enjoy the game,
footballers.
but it is
That's what I'm saying.
intense.
It is intense. It
It's
is.
intense.
No, very intense.
It
Very
looks intense. Like
Ericsson,
you're running
Even
round.
Nigeria,
Oh my
even
goodness.
Nigerian history,
Yes.
we lost one of our players. And was it 1999 or 19 something like that? We lost one of our players. on the
yes.
pitch. There was a time in Nigeria football
Yes.
like that. We were playing one international football. I think it's World Cup
Nwankwo
or
Kanu also developed
African Cup of Nations.
problem while he was playing.
Heart
Yeah.
condition.
So it is.
Is it the one that has the heart
It is.
condition?
People always say that
Nobody. Yes, he had the heart condition. Yes. So nobody waits for you. If you like, die. The only thing they can do is
Chai.
they see that if you hold your head, for example, they know that that is so severe. Then they are going to stop the play and attend to you. But if you are just holding your leg, you are
even there was a
continue
particular
playing.
situation. Even there's a particular situation that happened, I think 3 years ago, when they were playing the match, and one of the players was confirmed dead on the pitch, pronounced dead instantly on the pitch. He fell down and he died. Everybody cried.
Yes.
The
They cried
show went
because
on.
Ball continued.
The show
They will
was
just they will
over.
not they will not confirm him.
Unless
They will
if
not
the two
confirm him
teams-
dead like that.
Unless
They will
the
take
two
him
teams
out,
says they don't want to
put
continue.
another person.
Unless the two teams say
They don't want to continue again. Yes.
Unless the two teams, once they say they want to continue
Okay.
the match, unless the two teams,
They are not
say
even
agreement
going
like
to.
that
They
can
are not
happen.
even going to pronounce him.
Yeah, that was
dead.
about to happen.
They are just
that was
going to
about
take
to
him
happen
away,
last year.
and you will
You know,
continue
that was
playing.
about to happen last year between Morocco and Senegal, when Mani and some of his players, because they were cheated by one particular scheme from Morocco, and they said to
He said he was not.
so
He
that will
said
happen.
no.
So
Then they
you
left
can
the
decide to
football
your
field.
entire team can decide to leave the pitch and say, because probably the way you were treated,
Can say we're not playing again.
that one is
No
different.
wahala.
But if
You-
the referee did
you
not blow
understand.
the final whistle, anything happening to the players, God forbid bad thing,
You still play.
show
oh.
continues. Show
Chai.
continues. There was a
That's why
time. There
football
was a
is
time
so-
Messi was
so
bleeding.
intense.
Remember, Barca Madrid. I think 3 years or 4 years ago, when Messi was bleeding, like severely bleeding on his head.
Messi.
His red was rat.
That was long ago. That was long ago. Mbappe.
The head was
this year,
bandaged.
Mbappe.
He came back.
Yeah, his head was wrapped. They will wrap it like this,
He
and then
came
you
back.
continue playing.
He came back played.
Like
They
suya.
will wrap it for you like this. Wrap
Till I see
it. They will wrap it like shawarma for you, and then you continue playing.
And then you come back. Oh my god.
But one of the things about
Yes.
football over the years, which I just don't like about it, that it does not move from sport into grudges, and that was what
Yeah.
we played out tonight.
Yes.
Now,
I mean, are we going to talk about betting also?
Apart from it, let's put betting
No.
aside.
Let's not go there. Let's not go there.
We are talking about players to play whereby they have this kind of grudge in the games themselves. I remember 2009-11 between Barca and Madrid. Anytime these two teams want to play, it is like we are going to World War II. The players already have each other's. I'm telling you, they play with aggression.
Yes,
They
and
play
then
with
instead of
ready
playing
to
the
kill
ball,
you.
they now go for your leg.
Instead of opponent to go for the ball leg, what about head or stomach? They go for the head, they go for the
Yes,
stomach.
they
I'm
do that.
telling you. So that's just
So-
to the extent. But thank God we are now
But-
in a new era now. We have new boys.
But
you know,
there
who
are
actually have
laws.
no grudges against
But
themselves.
there are laws actually. There are laws. If you are reckless, you see that card is not just for play. You get a yellow card, that's warning. You get another yellow card, you get a red card, and then you have to
Even
leave
get a
the
ban.
field.
You can even get a ban.
Yes.
You can even get a
Yeah, you
ban.
can, and you get
Can be
a ban.
The player can be banned.
Mosquito
The
so
player can
big.
get a ban
Yes.
for not playing for a Balotelli got a ban for how many years? Probably 2 years when he was putting on.
Yes.
Why always me? Why always me?
So there are
Got a
rules.
ban.
There are
Two
rules.
There are rules
halves of
actually.
45
And
minutes
also when you are celebrating, you can't put your
halftime,
shirts, you can't
max
put your clothes.
15 minutes.
You can't put your
Additional
clothes.
time for
You can't.
stoppages.
But they used to put their
Look
clothes
at
before.
the additional time.
VAR.
Yeah, they do. They do before.
Extra
They do
time
Yes.
and penalty shootouts if needed in
But when
knockouts.
it's issue of
A 90-minute match often lasts 95 to 100.
everybody just have to. The law now stands in. Don't put your
With
shirt.
stoppage.
And that's why you see players who
Law
are very wise
8.
now. They put on some.
The start
Uganda
and
clothes.
restart
So when
of
they put
play.
their clothes, I think you're not
Kickoff
seeing the body.
At
starts
least
the
they are
match.
saying
Something there.
You're not seeing
Restarts
their
after
body.
goals and begins extra time. Dropped ball.
All right, look at this law. This law is the law of restart. Once the opponent has a goal, they score. you have to take the ball back to the middle of the field and restart. from
Used
there.
when
That's what
play
it's saying.
stops for
Okay.
reasons not covered elsewhere.
Law 9. The ball in
Okay, Law
and out
9.
of play. Ball is in play
and
until
out
it
of
fully
play. Can you
crosses the
see?
goal line or touch line on ground or air.
So that's
Ball
why
is
there's,
out of
there's a
play
line
when it
around
completely
the field.
crosses the lines. If only part
Once
of
it
the ball
crosses
crosses
out,
the line,
Look
play
at
continues.
This one. No,
Law
it has not gone
10.
out.
Determining the outcome of a match. A goal is scored when the whole ball crosses the goal line between posts and under crossbar. Draws allowed in group stages.
It doesn't need
Extra
to touch
time
the
or
net.
penalties used in
It just needs
knockouts.
to cross
Okay.
that
Rule
line.
11. Offside.
Offside.
A player is
Offside,
offside
yeah.
if, at the moment
That's
of receiving
technology
the ball, they are closer to the opponent's goal line than the ball and the second
That's it.
last defender.
Law 12.
If the last, if the,
Fouls
Tackle.
and
we're going to
misconduct.
explain that.
Misconduct.
Direct
Yellow
free
and red
kick
card.
fouls. Tripping,
Foul.
pushing, handball, charging.
Oh,
Indirect
alright,
foul.
guys, I used to play ball here.
Dangerous play.
Oh my god.
Obstruction.
Oh, I can't take it. You're being robbed.
Handling
You can
a
see-
back
see
pass.
what
Oh, you're being robbed. Oh my god.
Yellow
And
card.
the fight actually.
Warning.
No, the fight.
Red card.
Red card.
Sending off.
Oh, also
This
some
is
people's
Two-footed
good.
tackle
See, look
equals
at
red
look
card.
at
Law 13. Free kicks.
Okay.
Direct free
Okay.
kick
kick.
can score directly. Indirect free kick must touch another
to pass.
player before scoring.
Oh,
Opponents must stay 10 yards away.
Law 14. The penalty
yeah,
kick.
that people's good
Awarded
again.
after direct free kick offenses in
It's
the
too
penalty
good.
area. Taken from the penalty spot, 11 meters from goal. Only goalkeeper defends, standing on the
I
goal
see.
line.
There's
Law
a
15.
point Inside the
The
penalty
throw-in.
box.
Awarded when
Yeah.
the ball crosses the touchline. Player must face field, both feet on
So if the
or
ball
behind
goes
the
out, the
line.
opponent will have to throw
Use
the ball
both
back
hands,
for the throw.
deliver from behind head.
Law 16. The goal kick.
Goal kick.
Awarded when ball crosses goal line. Not goal, last touched
So,
by attacking
Can you see
team.
it has gone?
Taken from anywhere
Yeah.
in goal area. Ball is in play once kicked and clearly moves.
Law 17. The corner kick.
Corner kick.
Awarded when ball
Corner
crosses
kick.
goal line. Last
that's what it is to
touch
go
by
corner
defending
kick.
team.
funny thing is,
Taken
some
from
of these
corner
terms are
arc
actually I've
nearest
heard
to
them
where
before.
ball crossed.
Oh, we have even
Opponents
seen
must
them.
be at
Some of these
least
things are not
10
taught.
yards
When
away.
you're
Yeah.
watching, but you
And
understand.
that's it. The 17
I don't really
laws
watch
of
too much like
football.
that. That was fine.
The backbone of the beautiful
So,
game.
Sometimes it feels like I'm the one running on the
so,
pitch.
so those are yeah.
They're
So
actually very
those are
interesting.
the laws. Those are the laws of the. They are called laws of the game, right? I got laws of the
Okay.
game. So do you have any question based on all of this?
Not really. No.
Okay. You when they say that a player is offside, for example, it means that when there's a team, there's an attacker, for example, and the attacker is going to the opponent's goal, and then he crosses over the last defender. It could be a tiny strand of air like this that passed that defender at the time of his teammates playing the ball to him. Then he's offside. That's why you see that line that shows that one
The
hand,
other?
one person's hand has gone through, then the other one
Yeah.
has not gone through. That's the
That's
meaning.
like the small
So,
box.
this
Is it the smaller box before the goalpost?
no. It can be anywhere
It is-
actually, but
it is the learning
according
status for me.
according to the rules. Hold on. It is what?
Oh my god.
It
It
is
is the
what?
way Anna is learning, asking the questions. That is actually funny to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I'm actually preparing her so that
Luckily, you
in
not
the
answer me.
future
You're
she's
laughing
going to come
at
at
me.
you. She's going to come at you. Don't worry. Don't
And
worry.
I'll
I'm
remember
preparing
this
her.
day. I'll remember this day that
Yes.
you laughed at me.
Yes. Definitely. So that's how it is, right? I think we should move on to the next the next video. The next video has to do with the pyramid because there's a hierarchy right? There's a hierarchy for
Mm-hmm.
football. There are some matches that I'll just get notification that this person and this person is not that important, right? There are some that are important, some that are not important. Why are they important? Why are they not important? Let's look at the next video.
English football is defined by its pyramid, the system of promotion, relegation, and interconnected leagues. It's intended to represent mobility, the hope that through promotion and relegation, every club from any part of the country could reach the top or fall to the bottom. But despite the pyramid being familiar, few know how it really works, or how deep it actually goes.
Now we're talking about English.
So first,
football.
what does the pyramid actually look like? Well, at the top, it's simple. The Premier League is the highest level of professional football. Beneath that, the three divisions which collectively comprise the English Football League, the Championship, League One and League Two. Those four divisions contain
So that means there's
92
still like
clubs
2
at
more
any one
leagues to
time.
play.
Then,
Hold on. Now, what this means. What this means is that these different leagues have different clubs in them. Do you understand? For example, the Premier League is the highest. That is the one that Chelsea belongs to, Arsenal, Liverpool. In fact, let me show you. Let me demonstrate it
what
for
about
you.
you break it down? Abraham,
Okay, wait. The Premier League is at the
What about
top.
you let her
Which one did they play
no,
today?
don't
Yes.
get it. Don't, that's what I'm saying. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it wrong. Abraham, what about you just let her understand that each country is subdivided into groups called league. That will actually be better for our explanation.
No, we'll get to that.
That will actually be
We'll
better.
get to that.
Because
So,
we are telling our
Luckily, I think you just made it worse.
It's better.
Premier League.
Hold on.
This is
I
the
understand
thing.
what
Okay,
Olakunle
let's
is saying. Let's get it.
Because it will actually
What
be
he's
big
trying to say is
for us
that
to understand.
every country has
Okay.
that pyramid. That is what Olakunle is saying. So in England, for example, the highest is called the Premier League. Look at that's what we
football
have
is
here.
In
defined
Nigeria,
by
we
its
have
pyramid,
Nigeria League.
the
We
system
also
of
have
promotion,
Nigeria League.
relegation, and inter League One and League Two.
We have Nigeria League. Wow.
So
Yes, that's what I'm trying to let her understand.
MPFL.
Every country has a league.
yeah, that's what
Every
he's trying to
country.
say.
Okay, you know
country is
what?
divided
Can
into
This one
you
is
use
for
use
England.
the Nigeria this thing to explain this one for me? Is it possible?
Okay, let me. I'll use.
Canopy.
I'll use
No,
this
you can
one.
just
I'll
create
use this.
scenarios.
Hold on.
Canopy
No, you
pillar.
can just create
Canopy
scenarios
pillar.
like
No, I
Kaduna,
will.
whatever,
I
Kano
will,
this,
definitely.
Lagos
Abraham,
this.
Abraham, let me help you.
let me
Let me
do
help you on
that.
that one. Let me help you on
Let me
that
do
one.
that.
While you are doing that, let me help you on that one. All right. So Anna listen very well. So when
Yes,
we have
please.
international country competes for international cup, what is called World Cup. Apart from that
Okay.
tournament, each country is now subdivided into groups. So in Nigeria, we have what is called Nigeria League. Argentina have his own league. Togo has his own league. Even the smallest country in the world has their own small league. So for Nigeria League now, we have the pyramid, like what Anna Abraham is saying about. So one of the pyramid in Nigeria League, we have Kano pillar. And now listen to one thing. The league represents each state in the country. Very,
Oh.
very important. So for example, now we have
hold
each
on,
state and
Olakunle.
cities in the country. So we have Kano
Okay.
pillars.
Olakunle,
So we have Kano pillars,
Ikorodu
Eyiba.
City.
let me
We have CCT, we have
explain
states.
this. Let me explain this. Let me try and explain this, right? I understand what Olakunle is trying to say, but I don't want you to get it twisted, right? That's why we talk about that pyramid thing, right? So he's right that in every country that there's a pyramid, right? In Nigeria, if you look at my screen, it's called the MPFL, the Nigerian Professional Football League, right? And as you can see, for this year, look at the list here. There's a list 2025, 2026, 2024, 2025, like that. You'll get a list of clubs that actually belong to that league, right? Because it's a pyramid. Now, because the reason it's a pyramid is this. When look at the list now, for example, look at the screen. 17, 18, 19, 20, right? Look at, you can see that they are in the zone called red, right? They're in that
Yeah.
red zone. That means that once they are in that zone, the next year, that is the next season, it doesn't have to be the next year, the next season, they move down from the top of that pyramid to the to number 2, to the second division. You understand what I mean, right?
So wait,
which
the
means
pillar, the,
which
the
means that
pyramid is
they
starting
didn't
from
do
where?
well.
From the bottom or from the top?
No, from the top this time round. From the top.
Okay.
This
Normal
one is the
pyramid,
top.
not
Look at-
inverted one, not inverted one. The
Normal
normal
pyramid.
No, you know
inverted
that.
No,
You know this. So the
normal
way the
pyramid.
explanation of pyramid that I know is usually starts from the bottom, like most of the
No,
leagues, and it
no,
starts
no,
going
no.
up.
No,
Okay, it starts from up.
no. This one comes down.
We learn every day.
You know the reason. You know the reason we're starting from the reason we're starting from the top is nobody cares about the clubs that are in the bottom
Under.
rung of the ladder or the pyramid. Nobody cares. In fact, there are clubs in England. Once they go to the second division like this, people stop watching them.
You don't.
Am I
You
lying?
don't even see them
Like me?
again. You don't even see them again. You don't even see
They
them
don't play.
again.
It's like those ones
They
are just
just vanish.
existing.
They play, but they don't play. They play, but it's not.
Yeah,
They don't
so
play
they
big
play,
games. Call it, they don't play
but
big games.
nobody cares
they just
about
play
them.
some minor games. Nobody plays
Yes.
around them.
Yes. So if you look
All
at my
right.
screen now, you're going to see that there is a red zone. So the red zone is called the relegation zone. If at the end of the season you find yourself in that red zone, you're going to go to the second division. That's the meaning. Do you understand now? It means that you are no more at the top. You are now in the second. If you do the same thing, if you don't play well in the second, you are going to find yourself in the third. If you don't do well in
Try.
the third, you're going to find yourself in the fourth. That's like that. And then for those who are coming from, say, number 5, the 5th division, if they do well, they can go to number 4, then go to number 3, then go to number 2, then go to number 1. So your place is not permanent. It's not, but it depends on how well you perform. If you perform well, you stay there. If you don't perform well, you go down and down
Yes,
and down
actually.
and down and down. That's what it means by
And that
pyramid,
division,
right?
and that division
And that-
Abraham is talking about, for that division Abraham is talking about, you Jawale, you go to the relegation team. It simply means that, like I said, a country has their own divisions. So let's say we have about 50
Yeah.
clubs in Nigeria. And that 50 clubs is divided into, let's say, 10. The first step are the
This one is
peak
even
of the
20.
pyramid.
Look at the list.
I'm
20.
just using an example. So let's say the 50
yes.
is divided into 10 into 5 places. The first 10 is the peak of the pyramid. These are the ones
So
we
they're
are
like
seeing
the
now.
high performance team. They are the ones
Thank
that play
you.
well.
Now you understand.
You are getting it now.
So
I hope
the
I'm
second
understanding,
10
though, because it's still doing me like it's French people are speaking.
No,
So the
you
second
do. You
10,
understand
the
it.
second 10 is called division 2. The second 10 is called
Okay.
division 2. That is this one under the first 10. If you do not perform well in the second 10 also, you go down to the third 10. Once you go to the bottom. But the more you perform, the more you
That
go
means
up.
some
The more
people
you perform,
also
the more you
can go up and some can also come down too.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure, 100%. 100%.
Yes,
100%.
that's what we're saying.
But it's very
That-
rare.
that-
Let me
that's how
just
it
be
is.
frank with you. Anna, let me be frank with you. It's very rare for some clubs. Let's take for example, for England clubs right now, to see clubs like Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal to go to the relegation team. At this stage right now, it's very rare.
Look at my screen.
Because
Look at my
those
screen
clubs,
here. So,
because
They've
those
gone
clubs-
far.
yes, these are the clubs.
this is
They've gone far and they have
Look at-
bought many
so
good
this is the
players.
Premier
They've bought
League.
players too.
yeah. So look at the Premier League. You know that in the video that I showed before, it said the Premier League is at the top. And now we know that if you don't do well, you're going to go to the second division, right? So it means that 18, 19, 20 here are going to go to
20.
the second division. Can you look at them?
Are going
So
down.
West Ham,
Because of their
Burnley,
poor performance.
Wolves are going to go to
And
the second
Wolves are
division
going-
because they did not perform well.
Because of their poor performance.
Do you now understand it? So it depends on the division.
Yeah.
Depends on the division. Now, the second division that they are going is called Championship. I think I have it here. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
Championship.
it's championship. You
Now-
should be there. Championship.
Look at these ones now. I think they're 24 here instead of 20. Now look at them.
So now
Number
before
one,
we go
number
further,
two,
like
they are going to go
from
to-
this
Okay.
the one you just went before, the Premier League, right? Which
The Premier
team
League, yes.
now get to move to the Championship League? Is it like the overall best of the teams, or how do they now pick
no,
who
hold
goes to
No,
the
show
next?
it to me.
Or they're
on.
not?
Just explain.
Yeah.
Just explain that one. That was straightforward. For the top 4 of every league go to Champions League. Top 4 of
Oh,
every league.
okay.
Yes.
Top four.
Okay.
Of
We'll
every
go to the
league.
Champions
The
League.
top 4. The top
There's
four go to
something.
the
There's something I
automatic.
would say on that. There's something I would say on that later, right? We'll talk about Champions League, what Champions League is. But now we're focusing on domestic leagues, right? So in the domestic league, in that pyramid, West Ham, Burnley, Wolves, we say that they are going to go to the second division, right?
Champions
Once they
League.
go to the second division, it's called the Championship. This is I have it here because I'm following it. This is the Championship division. So they are going to compete with these second level teams. Now, you know that once some move down, others that did well in that
Goes
second
up.
division will move up. Abi?
Bro.
Abi?
Mm-hmm.
So here in this list, number 1, number 2 automatically will move up. And then I think they had a knockout session. And out of this table, number 6, which is All City.
Where the third
The club is called All City. They did a knockout, they played amongst themselves, and All City won. So it means
one.
the 3
One.
that
All
left
City.
number 1, yes. So All City, Coventry, Ipswich. The team that left the Premier League, the 3 ones, they will come down. Then these 3,
come here.
Coventry, Ipswich, and All City, they will now go to number 1.
Go.
That's how they do it. So 3 will leave, the top 3 here will come up. Then the next time, the lower come down. Then this ones will go
Okay,
up,
maybe when you
right?
explain further, I'll understand.
Yes.
That's
So
what I'm saying.
let's go
This
and
actually
watch
could
the
be some
video.
for you. You
Football
can
is
just-
defined
you can
by
just
its
pick one.
pyramid, the system of promotion, relegation,
pick one
and
what?
interconnected leagues.
I'm not picking
It's
any team.
intended
Just pick
to
one
represent
club.
mobility, the hope that through promotion
Don't
and
pick
relegation,
anything.
every
Not
club
yet.
from any part of the
I'll not
country
pick any
could reach
club.
the top or fall to the bottom.
I don't want
But despite the
heartbreak.
pyramid being familiar, few know how it really works, or how deep it actually goes. So first, what does the pyramid actually look like? Well, at the top, it's simple. The Premier League is the highest level of professional football. Beneath that, the 3 divisions which collectively comprise the English Football League, the Championship, League One and League Two. Those 4 divisions contain 92 clubs at any one time. Then, beneath that, outside of the league system, the level of football is identified by steps. Step 1 is the highest, and that is
All
the
these
National
lower
League,
ones that
from
he's
which
talking
Wrexham
about,
won
no one
promotion in
actually cares.
2023. That in
Olakunle
turn
does not
is
care.
fed by Step 2, which is the National
Olakunle
League
does not
North
care
and
about
South,
National League,
2 divisions
League
of
One,
equal
League Two.
standing, with teams
Nobody
divided
cares.
by geographical location. Gloucester City are the National League North's longest tenants. They play at Meadow Park, which holds 4,000 fans. The record attendance for the National League South was 5,351 fans who watched Torquay United versus Hungerford Town in 2019. And below that, things become more regionalised and more complicated. At Step 3, there are 4 separate divisions, each of which promote teams into the level above, and all of which have associated divisions below. Confusingly, a team's passage is not always linear. So, just as a club from that level would have its destination informed by its geography, ending up in the National League North or South, so a side suffering relegation would drop into a division specified on the same basis. There is the Northern Premier League Premier Division, the Southern League Premier Division Central, the Southern League Premier Division South, and the Isthmian League Premier League Division. Together, they contain the 88 teams at Step 3. Step
Nobody
4
cares
works on the
about
same
all
basis,
these
but with
things.
more divisions,
Nobody.
and so does Step 5. But there are
Nobody
quirks,
cares.
and to explain them, here's an example. Consider a team playing in the Midland League Premier Division at Step 5, the 9th level of the
All right.
pyramid. A team
So,
winning promotion from the county's League Premier Division.
So you can see it goes way down. There's a lot of clubs in that pyramid, but
Okay.
the ones
That's
that
a
you
lot.
should be interested in. Let me show you the ones that mostly people
So
are
first,
interested
what does
in.
the pyramid actually look like? Well, at the top, it's simple. The
So,
Premier League is the highest
Premier
level of
League.
professional football. Beneath that, the three divisions which collectively comprise the English Football League, the Championship, League One,
So
and League
Championship, League One, League Two. So people don't even care about League One, League Two. They only care about Championship and Premier League. And there's an app that we use to just keep track of who is doing well, who is not doing well, right? In our spare time. It's not a full-time job like that. That's why I am amused when people say, how do you people even find time to follow this football thing and all of that? It's not like we do it. I mean, I can just be bored one day and then just, okay, let me look at
You just check and
the
see
clubs
what's
that are doing
happening.
well, the ones that are not, yes, and see what's going on. And I'll come to that kind of app and check, Premier League, Championship, like that. But this is number one. Premier League is number one. Championship is number two. Now, this one is for England, right? For Spain, I'm going to move to my phone now so that you can see, it. For Spain, it is known as La Liga, right? And these are the clubs that played this season this is for Spain. You can see the country there, La Liga. Then underneath it there is Spain, right? So you can see Barcelona, Real Madrid. Madrid is a city.
So
right?
all of these
So all
are
the
from
clubs there,
Spain.
they are from Spain. Yes, they are from Spain. Look at them.
So can
And
I
look at them.
support a
They
club
also
in
do the red
Spain
thing.
and support another one in
You definitely,
English
you definitely can.
in case I want to spread my
I
tentacles?
think yes.
Olakunle, what?
I think yes, you can. Yes, you can. Look at
Abraham, I
the
don't
Thank
think
you,
club
that,
thank
I
that
don't
you.
think
I
that you're actually
support.
the right candidates. Everyone needs to explain
Hold
this to
on,
you.
look at
How
number
come
two.
we
I
want to
can
support
be
Look at number
anything
two
I
here.
want to be.
Hold
I
on,
can support.
hold on. Look at number two here in the list. Look at number two. Look at
Real
number two.
Madrid. Oh, that's your
So
club, right?
It's called Real Madrid. So
Real Madrid.
basically that
Okay.
table at the end of the season shows how well a club has done, right? That's what it shows. So Barcelona is at the top. They won the La Liga, right? So Arsenal won the Premier League. If you look at Arsenal, you can see them on top, right?
Okay.
Arsenal won the Premier League. Then you can see number two is Manchester City. Now, if you notice how I've been bantering this boy, what club does he support? If you remember,
Chelsea.
just tell me. I want to support. Look at what number is Chelsea on this list. Look at it
I need
now.
glasses.
What number is Chelsea? Oh, check this thing.
La 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 la.
Number
Check this
10.
thing.
Number
What
10.
number?
I've
What number
I've
is?
won all the
You
European
can see.
cups.
Olakunle, why are you wearing
won all
bold
the
face
trophies.
now? What happened
Hold
now?
on.
All your
I've won all the
explanations
Hold on
trophies.
is-
now. Hold on.
It does not concern me.
Olakunle,
Mm.
you turned
Number
it.
10, number
You
10.
turned it into a banter set. So hold on. You remember that when I told him that even with the way that my club is worse this season, the way that they are playing, they are not really doing that well in the league. I'm number 2. But he is what? Number 10. Number 10. Now, the number that you are in will show you, will determine the continental leagues that you can play for, right? So there are continental leagues. In Africa, there is African Champions League, right? They call it in Africa. So clubs in Nigeria, because they are like, look at professional football league. Let me show you that. I just want to use that as an example. Nigeria Professional Football League. So look at Enugu Rangers and Rivers United FC. So because that they are number 1 and number 2, they can now go for what is known as CAF Champions. Look at underneath here, there's a yellow stuff here. It says CAF Champions League qualification. It means that they can play the Champions League Continental Cup. So it is not only Nigeria. It is people from clubs from Ghana,
Other nations.
South Africa, Tanzania, from everywhere in Africa. They will play that league. And you read Olakunle mention something like Champions League, right?
Yeah.
You heard him mention something like Champions League. Champions League is that continental cup for Europe. The full name is called UEFA Champions League. UEFA means is it United or United European Football Association, if I get it correctly, right? So it is for Europe. So in Europe, you find countries like Germany, countries like Portugal, Italy, Spain, England, right? So those are the ones that will play amongst each other. The best from these countries will come and then play amongst each other. That's what it means, all right? There's a picture I want to show you. There's a picture I want to show you. Look at this picture. Continental Cups. Luckily, I can't hear you.
I said that was the cup they played tonight, and Arsenal was beaten. Yes.
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 Yes, you are correct.
Tonight.
Anna.
Yeah, I'm correct. Yes, I'm correct.
Under continental cups here, you can see Europe. The UEFA Champions League is the most prestigious. Let me put it in full screen so I can read it to you. It's the most prestigious knockout tournament, though it operates on a qualification basis rather than an open entry, right? So what this means is that in the continent of Europe, that Champions League that they play tonight is the highest, all right? In Africa, we have the same thing. In America, they have theirs. In Asia, they have their Asian Champions League. You understand? So that's just what it means. So apart from these competitions that they play in the respective countries, right? They now play these continental ones. So there's domestic league, there's also continental league. What this means is that you play among clubs in your country for domestic, you play amongst club in your continent for the continental league. You understand what I mean? That's what it means. So they do some abracadabra to choose the clubs that will play amongst each other. But I think you now have a grasp as to what is going on, right? What is going on?
Yep.
For example, let's take let me go to my phone again. Let me show you the phone again so that you can see what's going on here. Let's say we're talking about Premier League, and now I want to know who is playing against whom. I can just go to the fixtures session here. Although they played all of these ones, they played everything here. You can see even the scores are there. They played everything. But if they've not played it, it's going to tell me that this is when it's going to be that they are going to play. All right.
Okay.
So you can you check who is going to play against each other domestically. Now, the Champions League that we talked about, you can see international, right? So international, this was, they have 36 teams, not only from England, from different places that will play amongst each other, all right? Then there's another team
Champions League. So Champions League is the next one now.
That's for Europe. Is for Europe. So if you, I think I have
The 2024-25 season sees the start of an exciting new era for the UEFA Champions League, UEFA Europa League and UEFA Conference League. Taking part in the competitions, though, remains open and based on sporting merit. From next season, the current 32-team group stage will be replaced by a league.
Olakunle is muted. You're muted.
I said I've won everything.
You
don't have won everything. Anna, do you have won everything? In fact,
hold on.
I won one that Abraham has not won. That is club
hold on. I want to show Anna. I want to show Anna that you've won everything. Look at
I've won everything.
And I need to hold on. I want to support you. I want to corroborate. This is Chelsea as a club, right? Now, if I go to trophies here, you can see they've won the Premier League. Then they were runner-ups.
Champions League.
They've also won this championship.
Championship.
So they won the Champions League twice. You can see 2, That
Go on, yes,
championship
yes.
is the second division. If you remember, second
Yeah,
division. It means
second
that at
division.
the
Then that
point
was then.
they were relegated.
Done. They're
Yes,
gone
then.
at those days. You know.
Then.
Then.
It's the truth now. I'm
Then.
saying the facts. This is
Then. I'm also saying then. You know, in the past. In the past.
but
In the past.
Oh, so that's why you're not bothered that you're
they
in number
won
20. I'll be in number 18.
I'm not bothered. I won.
number 10
Anna,
because
I won all the
he has
cups.
won the
Won
Champions
90
League.
again. I won everything. I won
I
the
see.
FIFA
He has
Club
won
World
he has
Cup.
won the Champions League.
Let me to ask
Hold on.
Abraham.
So look at-
Have you won the FIFA World Cup? Have you? None. I won everything, so I don't need anything again. I'm just relaxing. When I'm doing this here, it's just
Let me-
to
Yeah,
relax.
you're
Let me just
relaxing
relax.
Let me
era.
show you. Hold on. Let me show you my trophy cabinet. This is Real Madrid, right? Let me show you. Can you see the number of times I've won La Liga? Can you see the number of times I've won
Show
the Champions
me
League?
FIFA World.
15
Show me
times.
FIFA World Club.
He has only won 2.
I'm saying
Hold
FIFA
on.
International
Can you
Cup
see FIFA
winner.
Club World Cup?
FIFA
Can you see
winner.
FIFA Club World Cup? Can you
Yes.
see? Olakunle, can you see? Can you see
Copa
my
del
trophy
Rey.
cabinet? I can even scroll. Yes, there's Copa del Rey too. Olakunle, can you see? Me?
Yes,
you can
Mrs.
see.
Mikey.
Thank God we are
I'm
not
not
in
trying
the
to
same.
banter you.
Thank God we are
Okay,
not.
okay.
Thank God we are not in the same. We are not in
I'm
the
not
same club.
trying to
Hold
banter
your
you.
Spain.
No.
I'm England.
I'm not trying to banter you.
Hold your
No.
Spain. I'm your club.
No.
Okay,
So,
I'm the one
Anna,
that
Anna.
puts the two together. I'm both for Spain and England. I'm the unifier.
So Anna,
If you come for England,
Now,
come for Chelsea.
now.
Be a Chelsea fans.
Why?
Which one
hold
is
on.
why?
Let me.
The
I'm
best
not saying
team,
you should
the best
support
club.
the club. Oh. Look at some of the clubs that are performing well. Arsenal is performing
Okay.
well. Man City is performing well. Manchester United, you
Okay.
can see them number 3. Liverpool, that's number 6. They're
Aston
performing
Villa.
well. Those ones are popular. Then you can't find Aston Villa fans in Nigeria because they are not that popular in Nigeria. Bournemouth, you can't find their fans in Nigeria that much. Sunderland was in level 2. I think they came to Premier League 2 years ago. They came to the top flight, the top of the league 2 years ago. So they were not that doing well, right? So all of these clubs, you can support any one of them. Then in La Liga, you can see there's Barcelona, there's Real Madrid, there's Atletico Madrid. Those ones are popular. I'm telling you the ones that are popular, right? All the other ones here, they're not that popular.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay, you're saying what?
No. Okay, it's okay.
What are you saying? See?
I was seeing, is it this athletic club? It was looking popular somewhere. It was
Athletic
looking like
club.
I've seen, or maybe I've heard people
No.
support
No.
it.
It's
No,
not
I've
that. It's
seen
not
it before. It's
popular.
possible.
It's not popular.
Okay.
We have
Athletic
seen
club is
Sevilla
not popular.
before.
Not
We have seen
popular like
Sevilla
that.
before. Atletico Madrid.
Look
Atletico
at this
Bilbao.
one. This one is the one for Germany.
Bundesliga.
That is for Germany.
No wonder the
Germany.
name is so
It's called the
heavy.
German Bundesliga.
And
Yes.
this stupid
So
By
the
Munchen.
this stupid league every year. Bayern Munich always. I don't know their problem. Every year, only once in a while they will lose that club. Only once in a while. Bayern Munich.
the German name is called Bayern Munchen, but the English name is
Munchen.
Bayern Munich. Like the city Munich. Bayern Munich. That's what they used to call it. So if you find anyone saying Bayern Munich, they are talking about this club in Germany.
The same
right?
club.
So they also have
So how
their
come they are
own.
always winning?
They also have their
Olakunle?
own.
Any
top-
conspiracy theory?
Conspiracy. It's not about conspiracy theory. I think they have the best players.
Bayern is that
They have the
good.
best players.
Okay.
Bayern is
They have the
that.
best players.
Look,
Let me see.
Let
They
me show
don't.
you. Let me show
These are
you.
own clubs. Their names are very strong.
Let me show you. Look
Frankfurt.
at last year.
Frankfurt. Okay. Frankfurt is a place.
Last 2 years. Last 3 years. That's Bayern there. I think in 10 years they won like 9 times. That this
Wow.
Bayern Munich, they won like 9 times. Let's go to 20.
This God that is
2020, they
running it
won
for
2.
them.
That's 2020. 2019. See the same thing. They won 2. So
Dortmund.
in their own top flight, they are always the
Leipzig.
one winning it. So that's Dortmund. There's also Leverkusen, although they are not that popular like that. This one is for Italy, Italian Serie A. That's what they are called, right? You can see their top flight. This one is
Milan,
Inter Milan.
Roma,
Inter Milan.
Juventus. Oh, is that Juventus or Juventus?
Juventus actually.
Oh, Juventus is popular too.
Juventus. Yeah. So they are in
And
Italy,
Milan.
and this is how they performed. That one is AC
Okay.
Milan. That number 5 is AC Milan. Number 1 is Inter Milan. Number 1 is Inter Milan. I think.
Okay, so now let me ask.
Inter Milan and
This was now.
Okay.
If they get their winners for all of these ones that you've shown me from different countries, at what point do the winners from, or they say you said top 4, at what point do the top 4 compete, and for what cup are they now competing?
Champions League.
Good. Now, so that league, that competition is now what we know as what? Champions League.
The Champions
Right?
League.
They are level
Oh,
two. They are level
Arsenal.
two. They-
Arsenal.
Abraham,
Can you see the
Abraham,
list?
let's
Arsenal
understand-
is from
let's
England.
understand there are two. There's Champions League and there's what is called Europa Cup. There's hierarchy also
There
in
is
international cup.
even 3.
If you
But
actually don't
forget
qualify
about
for
Europa
Champions
League.
League,
Forget about Europa
let me
League.
just say something. Let's say that
Forget
for like
about
I
it.
said, every league has the 4 best to compete for the Champions League. So let's imagine that after the 4
Yes,
best,
and then the next
so from
two.
the 5 and 6 for each league also compete for what is called Europa Cup. So that's just like the second
Europa
stage.
Cup, yes.
It's also a cup. It's also
You
a
know
cup
that-
but
you know
it's
that
not
for-
as big as Champions
For
League.
each country, we have the top flight, and then we have second division. For the continent too, we have the top flight, and then we have the second division. In fact, there's a
Division.
third division. That
it's
Chelsea.
like I'm doing a crash course on football.
When did you
I have
know
an
this?
exam on Monday, guys.
Definitely, but
Olakunle,
now
what is it?
I think I
I'm
like
doing
the
football
fact that
crash course
I like
by 2 lecturers.
What?
What did
Hold
you
on,
say?
hold on.
Say it again. Say it
Anna,
again,
I
Abraham.
like the fact that I like the fact that you asked that question. That question that I asked about when they get to compete. This is when they get to compete. It's called the Champions League. And
Champions
as you
League.
can see,
So after the
all those
Champions
clubs
League,
that we
that's
saw-
like 8. That's all.
After the Champions League, I think they now created some more cup that people don't really care about, like the one Olakunle is talking about
Conference
now.
League.
The winners of the
Conference Cup.
Champions League and the winners, no, not Conference League. The winners of the Champions League and the winners of the second division called the Europa League that we talked about, they will now play against each other.
Super Cup.
Which doesn't make sense. Which doesn't make sense to me because
Are they
you have
trying to
played, you have
prove a
played, you have
point?
win, you have win. Just let it go. I don't know. They are just trying to create
I mean, they want to make more
something,
money.
right? They're trying to create
So-
something. Yeah, it's so at that point, as a football fan, you will just know that even the people that are watching football regularly, they will not really care about those ones. The ones they will care about are these ones that we are talking about now. You understand?
Okay.
So, if you find a typical football fan, what they do is they support a club from a country, whether they pick a club from England, a club from Spain, Italy, Portugal, Germany, they support that club. So they will watch the matches typically in that country, right? So, for instance, now, Olakunle supports a club in England. Because he supports a club in England, he will focus more on all the clubs that are in England and he will
Playing
watch
in
them
England?
play against each other. Yes, he will focus on that. I support a club in Spain, so I will focus more on what is going on in that league. Then, when everybody now wants to come together in Champions League, everybody will now come together and watch it. Do you understand?
So what
Why?
point?
Because
yeah,
it's continental.
because it's now together. So at what point now do they now
Yeah, it's
bring
now
together
together.
World Cup? Which countries
World
now
Cup
come
is
together
another thing.
to?
Very good question. Very good.
It's not
Very
a
good
good
question.
question.
That. So
Is the World Cup.
last-
The World Cup is the
Everyone
biggest
just thinking my head to
international football
swell.
tournament in the world. Unlike club football, where teams like Real Madrid, Manchester United, Arsenal, or Barcelona compete, the World
Did
Cup
I
is all
do
about
the-
countries.
Do Nigerians
Instead of supporting
or
a club,
is there any
fans
country
are
in
watching
Africa that's
national.
competed
What
for
is
World Cup before?
yes, Nigeria has played in the World Cup very well.
Okay, yes, I
I
remember.
think this is the first World Cup that we're not going for the World Cup. Luckily, right?
Second
Olakunle.
time, not in the first one. Second
I
time.
think this is the first World Cup. Second time that we're not going for the World.
Second time.
We have a
Okay.
chance
We
of
didn't
going
go for
the
that.
World Cup.
Okay.
Let's
In
just
2022, the Nigeria
let's
don't
So
watch.
qualify.
okay, so
2022,
now
qualify.
in Africa,
Qualify, yes.
is it the country that win? How do they now pick the countries that would now go to the
Now
World Cup from
let's watch
Africa
this video. This video.
Okay.
one
What
side.
is the World
This
Cup?
video one
The
side.
World Cup
Alright.
is the biggest international football tournament in the world. Unlike club football, where teams like Real Madrid, Manchester United, Arsenal or Barcelona compete, the World Cup is all about countries. Instead of supporting a club, fans are watching national teams like Brazil, Argentina, England, France, and many others compete to become world champions. The tournament is organized by
That's a lot of
FIFA
people.
and usually takes place every 4 years. That is part of what makes it feel so special.
Every
You do not
4
get a World
years.
Cup every season, you get one
Yeah.
every 4
So it
years.
means the next
So every
one is in
tournament feels like a
2030.
major global event. At its simplest, the World Cup is football's
they are
way
playing
of
World Cup
answering
this year.
one question.
Oh, that's
Which
why
country
Shakira sang
has the
that
best
song.
national team
Yes.
in the world? Why does the World Cup matter? The World Cup matters because it is bigger than just another football tournament. For many countries, it becomes a national event. People who do not normally watch football suddenly tune in. Families, friends, cities and entire nations
Like me.
follow their team together, because when your country plays, it feels personal. It also matters because players are
Yeah.
not representing a club team
Yeah,
that they play
see
for
our
every
boys.
season. They're representing
What's
where they
this?
come from. That creates a different type of
That's not
pressure. A
Nigeria.
mistake can hurt an entire
That's not
nation, but
Nigeria.
a great performance can make a player
That's
a
France.
national hero forever. And because the
What?
World Cup only happens every 4 years, chances are limited.
How are
A great
Nigerians
generation
in
of players
France?
might only get 1 or 2 real
Okay,
opportunities
let's finish.
to win it. That is why every match feels important, and why winning the World Cup is seen as one of the biggest achievements in football or a player's career. Who gets to play in the World Cup? Not every country automatically gets to play in the World Cup. Before the tournament begins, countries have to qualify through their own region. Europe has its own process, South America has its own, and Africa, Asia, North America and Oceania all have their own routes too. The host nations qualify
Depends on
automatically.
It's
For
already
everyone
got
else, it
qualifiers.
has to be earned. For new fans, the easiest way to follow the
Yes.
teams is to think of it in 4 categories.
Okay.
The favourites, nations with the
that's a
squads
fun
and experience to go all the way. France, Brazil, Argentina, England, Spain, Germany and Portugal are usually the suspects. The dark horses, they're the teams that could surprise everyone. Norway are a compelling example this year, qualifying for their first World Cup
You know
in
this guy?
decades, with
That's
Erling
Ronaldo.
Haaland leading their attack. The underdogs are nations who very
that guy
few
an
expect
albino?
to go far, but who create the tournament's best stories. In 2022, Morocco reached a semi-final and Japan beat both Germany and Spain in the group stages. Nobody saw
Wow.
either coming. And the star players, the individuals who can change a game in one moment. Watch out for Mbappe, Harry Kane, Vinicius Jr., Messi, Ronaldo, and Lamine Yamal if he recovers from injury in time. So when watching for the first time, don't just ask
Ronaldo
who's
guy.
playing, ask which category they fall into. How qualification works.
glory-
Qualification is basically the road to the World
yeah.
Cup. Because there are so many countries in world football, FIFA does not simply put every nation into the final tournament. Instead, countries compete within their own football region, also known as a confederation. There are 6 main confederations. UEFA is Europe, CONMEBOL is South America, CAF is Africa, AFC is Asia, CONCACAF is North America, Central America and the Caribbean, and OFC is Oceania. Each region gets a certain number of World Cup places, and within each region, countries play a series of matches against each other over months or even years. The top finishers earn their place at the World Cup, so qualification can look very different depending on where a country is from. For some major nations, qualifying is expected. For others, simply reaching the World Cup is a historic achievement. And for the 2026 World Cup, this matters even more because the tournament has expanded from 32 teams initially to 48 teams, meaning more countries than ever will get the chance to play on the biggest stage in football. How the World Cup draw works. Once the teams have qualified, they are placed into the World Cup draw. The draw is where the tournament starts to take shape. It decides which team go into which groups and who each country will face in the first stage of the competition. Teams are usually separated into different pots before the draw. These pots are mainly used to stop all the strongest teams being placed together straight away. So instead of having one group full of elite
I didn't
teams and
even
another group
notice.
full of weaker teams,
was
the
so
draws try to spread them
focused.
out more
Yeah, it's
evenly.
not offline,
But
but
even
we'll
with
be
that
back.
system, some groups can still end up much harder than others. That is where the phrase group of death comes in. It usually means a group with several strong teams, where even a good side could be knocked out early. So the World Cup draw does not decide who wins the tournament, but it can make a country's path much easier or much harder. The group stage explained. The group stage is the first part of the World Cup. After the draw, teams are placed into groups of 4. each team plays the other 3 teams in the group, giving every side 3 matches to prove themselves. The aim is to collect enough points to finish high enough in the table and reach the knockout stage. In the 2026 World Cup, the top 2 teams from each group advance automatically. On top of that, the 8 best third place finishers from across all groups also go through. So finishing third is not automatically the end, but it is a risk. This part of the tournament gives teams a little bit room for error. One bad result does not always end your World Cup, but it can also put you under serious pressure. For example, if a team wins its first match, they're usually in a strong position. But if a team loses their first match, their next game can suddenly feel like a must-win game. The group stage is where the tournament starts to build drama. Some favourites qualify comfortably, some big teams struggle, and sometimes smaller nations shock everyone. Points, goal differences, and tiebreakers. In the group stage, teams are ranked using points. A win gives you 3 points, a draw gives you 1 point, and a loss gives you 0 points. So if a team wins 1 match, draws 1 match, and loses 1 match, they finish with 4 points. But sometimes 2 or more teams can finish level on points. When that happens, the tournament needs tiebreakers to decide who finishes higher. The main one is usually goal difference. This means the number of goals a team has scored minus the number of goals they've conceded. So if a team scored 5 goals and concedes 2, their goal difference is +3. But if they score 2 and concede 5, their goal difference is -3. This is why every goal matters in the World Cup. A late goal in a group stage match might not just change that game, it could decide who qualifies and who goes home. The knockout stage. After the group stage, the World Cup moves into the knockout stage. This is where the tournament becomes much more.
When your opponent scores against you, then you have considered a goal. That's what it means.
Okay.
That post that the goalkeeper stays, once your opponent plays the ball inside of that place or past that line, you have considered a goal. That's what the person says.
So whether they score or they don't score.
In the group stage, a team can lose a match and still recover. But in the knockout stage, there are no second chances. If you win, you move on. If you lose, your World Cup is over. The knockout stage follows a clear path. The last 32 starts the process, and the last 16, then the quarterfinals, then the semi-finals, and finally, the final itself. With every round, the field gets smaller and the stakes get higher. Although not literally, the field does not literally get smaller, it just means there's less teams. There is also a third place playoff, where the 2 losing semi-finalists play one final match to decide who finishes third in the tournament. But it is the final where everything comes together. The last 2 teams left compete to become world champions in front of a global audience of billions. This is also where pressure becomes much higher. Teams often play more carefully because one mistake, one red card, one missed chance, or one penalty shootout can send them home. So if the group stage is about surviving, the knockout stage is about handling pressure when everything is on the line. Extra time, penalties, and the final. In the group stage, matches can end in a draw, but in the knockout stage, every match needs a winner. So if a knockout game is level after 90 minutes, it goes to extra time. Extra time, as we've explained in previous videos, is 30 more minutes of football, split into 2 halves of 15 minutes. If one team is winning after extra time, they go through. But if the match is still level after extra time, it goes to a penalty shootout. In the penalty shootout, each team takes turns sending individual players to take a shot from the penalty spot.
Sorry.
Is the video still playing?
What is it? Yes.
Was the video still playing?
Yes.
I think my system just lagged a bit and it went off.
Okay. Should I take it back a notch?
I still can't see anything.
Wow. Well, we can see you.
I can see both of you.
I can see you.
But I'm not seeing this other screen.
Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Alright, let me just finish.
1-on-1 against the goalkeeper. Each side starts with 5 attempts. The team that scores the most wins. If it is still level after 5 each, it continues 1 penalty at a time until one team misses and the other team scores. This is one of the most dramatic moments in football, and it was also how the World Cup ended in 2022. Entire tournaments can come down to one player, one shot, and one goalkeeper guessing the right way. Eventually, the knockout stage leads to the final, the last match of the tournament, where the last 2 teams standing compete in front of a global audience of billions. The winner lifts the World Cup and becomes world champion. And that is the basic structure of the World Cup. However, if you want to take it further and get a proper grounding in football itself, I've put together the Football Explained Beginner Starter Pack.
Alright, that's enough, Mr. Man. That's enough. Alright, so that is how the World Cup actually works, right? That's how it works.
Sure.
So let me also show you all those things that I don't know whether Anna is
I
gonna
think she's
find.
offline. No, yes, she's not offline.
She's back, I think. So can you see us now? Is it all right?
Yeah. Can you both hear me?
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Great.
Now, so in that same application, yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. All right. So you get the main gist of the video, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now look at that same application on my screen. You can see FIFA World Cup, right? All those things that the person explained is actually in there, right? So there's
Yeah.
Group A, B, Group C, all those things he mentioned. And I think it mentioned something
Those
about
are countries playing against each
um,
other.
yes, you can look at the fixtures. Now, how did I know? How did I know that the World Cup will start June 11? Look at I'm seeing the fixtures now. Round one will start June 11, right? Between Mexico and South Africa.
And South
Can you
Africa.
see? Yes, and it's going to be for my time here, for the time in Nigeria, that is Greenwich
8 p.m.
Meridian or Greenwich Mean Time +1. So it's going to be 8 p.m. In the UK, it's going to be 7 p.m. if there's no daylight saving. So if you look at it, it's in 12 days. It will tell you it's in 12 days, things like that. So there's a whole lot more to football that people actually understand. But we have this application
So where are they playing it
to
this time
keep track
around?
of
3 countries: Canada,
the
Mexico,
FIFA,
and United
3
States.
countries and the United States. But the United States is the
Okay.
chief host.
United
chief
is the
host.
shift
So
host.
for example, yes. For example, this Mexico South Africa will be played at Mexico City Stadium. You can see over here. I don't know if you can see that place. Where you see
What?
who will win, then underneath you have Mexico City Stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that
83,000.
is the stadium. Yeah, so that's the stadium. If you check, you can check other matches too. Say between South Korea and Czechia.
It's also
Right?
happening
It's
in
going to be
Mexico
played
too.
in Mexico too. Yes,
But in a
Guadalajara
different stadium.
but in a different
Yes.
stadium, and that one will be in
Why
13
they are
days. You
using
can
3
see.
countries here is because why are using 3 countries here? Because the number of countries has increased. Previously, we only used 36 countries to play about World Cup, but this year we are using 48 countries. So because of that capacity, they need enough space so that like 3 matches can run simultaneously. So because of that, they split
That's
this with the
simultaneously
match
at the same
between
time.
Okay.
United States, Canada, and Mexico. So it happens like I
Okay.
said,
Look
the
at
development
USA.
of
Look at USA, for example. USA will play Paraguay, or is it Paraguay that? Yeah, I think it's
in
Paraguay because
California.
there's also Uruguay as a
They'll play in
country.
their
So it
states.
will be played
They'll
in
play in their own country,
LA Stadium,
California.
Los Angeles Stadium. So it's in California. So
California.
we can check all of these things. In fact, you
Inglewood.
can check the capacity of the stadium. You can
Yes, the
check the
numbers
capacity of
of
the stadium. For
audience that
example,
can
this
Let me
one
come
see
to
if I
is
see.
can go with me and
Qatar.
my neighbors.
Carry some bandits. Try to carry some bandits so that
I'll
they can
take
leave our country
Olakunle
alone.
with me. Will you go with me, Olakunle? You not go
I
with
said
me.
carry some bandits.
No problem.
I said carry some bandits
To
so that
do
they can
what?
leave our
To
country
do
alone.
what? To
So
do what?
So that they can leave the country alone.
They should go and disturb the US. The US will find them and
I've not
solve their
seen.
problems.
Anna,
Probably that's what
so
Nigeria needs.
this was the match that was played tonight that Olakunle
Today.
was talking about.
Why is he showing
Yes,
1-1
it's
when they
the
did? Okay,
Champions League.
4-3.
Hold on. So this is Champions League, and this is what it means. The 1-1 means at the normal time, they played 90 minutes, it was 1-1. They were given 30 minutes extra time, making 120 minutes. They still did not score more than 1-1 goal. So they had to resort to penalty kick out. That place, that box that I said is the penalty area, there's a point in the middle where you put the ball, the keeper will stay in the post and then
That
you play.
semicircle?
The other
Is it the
keeper
one on the side that
comes
has a semicircle?
close to the semicircle. Close to the semicircle. Let me show you. I think
Okay.
I have something that would look like that here. Yes. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this arrow. There's a ball. I highlighted
Yeah.
something here.
Yeah.
Let me highlight another one. You can see. Now that one that I highlighted, that is where the penalty box is. That's the point where it is. You place the ball there, right? Because there's a mark there. You place the ball there and then you play it. That's the penalty shootout. So they had to play penalty shootout, and PSG is from France actually. France is also part of Europe. I hope you know. They have their own league too. Yes,
Okay.
they have their own league too. It's called Paris Saint Germain that I
Germain.
mentioned at the beginning. Yeah, but people don't call the full name. They just say PSG. Just say PSG, right? So they were the ones. They won the last time too. They won the Champions League the last time. If you check 2024, 2025, in fact, they beat those ones 5-0.
With me. Inter Milan.
Jesus Christ.
That is Inter Milan. That is Inter Milan.
Yeah. They beat Inter Milan 5-0. So you can check all of these things like that. So that is a crash course on if you want to follow football and all of that. If anybody is talking about Arsenal, Liverpool, you know where they belong now. You know what they are talking about. So
Yeah.
you can make sense, at least for now. You can make sense of what they are talking about. If you want to banter anybody now, for example, you can go to the club they are supporting, check where they are on the table currently, and use it to banter them. I use it to banter them.
Like
and
somebody
say,
that
"Yo,
I know.
are you not? Are you not number 12? You're number 12 now. And you too, if it happens to my club next season and I'm number 13, you two will come and say, oh, are you not number 13 now? Are you not?
Look at
Hey,
you.
bro,
I
I
lost,
can't even hear. There's a network issue. I can't even hear what you are saying. I think
But
the
you shall
network
know
is
that he's saying
obstructing me.
something. I'm glad you know
thank
he's
you.
saying something.
Hold on. Anna, look at Chelsea's last 5 matches. Look at the screen. Last 5 matches.
And so,
Can you see it? Last 5
1
matches.
0.
You can see the 3 reds. They lost 3 matches. They lost 3 of them. Won 1 of them.
and so,
And then drew 1. That's why they played 1-1 with Liverpool. All the other ones, they piped them very well.
and so.
Am I lying? I'm not lying.
No, you're
now.
not.
Alright.
It's obvious.
And you know something about Chelsea. Chelsea will not be playing in any continental competition next season. Why? Because this is where they finish. They finished number 10. So they cannot
So
go
that
for
means
any
even the next
continental
season,
competition.
they cannot.
They
No way.
only play.
But
they
you know
only
the
play-
good thing, they've carried every cup, so they're not bothered.
Anna, for what you just said, send your account number to me. I have 5 naira to
Like-
send to your account. I have 5 naira to send to your
Hold
account.
on.
It's
let
me
us
you want
check.
to give
Let us
5
check.
naira. I take it back.
I have one five.
I take it
5
back.
naira on my account that is still, it has been there for about years.
Let us
I need
check.
to send it out. So
I
me send
take
it
what
out.
I said
This
back.
this is their trophy cabinet. If you can see it. If I
Yeah,
show you Real
I've won
Madrid,
it
too,
now.
that one is very, very long.
We know. We
Very,
can't
very
compare Spanish league
So
to
now we
England,
know.
so we can't compare.
Did you hear
mind.
what he said? He said, "We know, we know." It's why
We know now.
I cannot stoop so low and be bantering you. Why would I banter you? No, just calm down, okay? Calm down. Feel alright. Yes, but Anna, that is we
Yeah.
just exposed you. we've just exposed you to the world of banter and
Football.
football, whatever it is. So if they're watching a football, and do you know that if maybe you're at home and anyone is watching a football match, right? And you don't know what the match is about, you don't know where they are playing the match or whatever, you can come to this app and then just type one of the clubs in. If they are playing
What's
it
the name of the
currently,
app?
you're going to see.
People want to initiate me.
I'm not initiating you. I'm not initiating you. There are many apps. There are many apps that you can use. There's this is not a betting. This is not betting. No, I don't bet.
Yeah, I know.
Bet. I don't like betting. I don't bet. I don't like betting.
Olakunle, do you?
But I like football. I follow. I think
We
Olakunle
listen, we
bets
don't judge.
once a while.
We
Once
judge
a while
this
he
one.
bets.
Do
Do
you?
you bet? Do
How
you
will I
bet?
bet when I have the best team? I don't need to bet on anyone when I have the best team. I have the best team.
Clock
I don't need to bet on
it.
anyone.
Do you bet?
Thank you. Thank
Do
you.
you know that?
You
Do you
don't-
know that? Anna? Do you know it is so ridiculous that some people will bet 10 naira to win 100 million, 100 million?
Sure then. Sure.
Ole.
Olakunle, am I lying?
That's what they used to call those kind of people.
Yes.
Thieves.
There are many people.
Terminal is even small. I've seen 100 million for 100 naira.
So, but I don't like betting.
That's
so-
ridiculous.
But this
Oof.
application, in fact, I always say that betting can never work for me because I don't know. My spirit is. I would advise anyone out there, don't bet at all. Just let betting go because you can never win with betting. Betting always has a way of taking what you win away from you and take more from you. It'll take more from you. You bet 1,000 naira, you get 100k, and then that 100k you will say, I cannot lose this one. Let me put 20k first. That 20k will go. Then you now say,
You finish the
Voila.
100k there.
let me put 25k.
You will still add
when
more.
they collect that.
With your phone, no. With your shoe.
So I only follow football because of I like football. I can never bet. I can never do all that. So it's on your phone. The application is called FOTMOB, Fort Mob. That's the one I use. FOTMOB.
Please, we're not doing promotions.
Fort Mob. No. We're not actually. There are many out there. There are many applications out there. There is SofaScore. There is which one again? There's LiveScore, but the one I use is called Fort Mob, right? And that's the one I'm showing on the screen now. Everybody, see, I'm not even doing any promotion for anybody. Everybody knows that once I show this is from Fort Mob. They know. Any football fan knows.
Okay.
Already. Yes. So once you just
Like us, the
log in and
newbies.
follow what they are doing, yeah. So you can just follow. For example, you say you are interested in the World Cup. You don't need to sit before your TV to know what's going on in the World Cup, right? You just go to the app, type FIFA World Cup. All the matches they played for that World Cup that same day, you will see it. You will see who is playing against the final, where they are going to play the final, the time. You are going to see everything there. So that's just one of the ways in which you can make yourself lively and all of that. That's
I know what's going on.
That's everything. So
okay.
now I'm very happy that I've initiated you into the banter. Although there are some banter materials that you cannot really grasp. It is only those who have been following this thing from when they're small. I've been watching football since 2005, right? 2005, and that's a very long time. A very long time. So there's nothing anybody wants to say that I won't understand in football. You can say, oh, your club did not do this thing in 2011. I'll remember that.
And you've been a Real Madrid fan since then, or you switch clubs?
No. Actually, what actually happened was around 2012. and 2016, 2017. I did not even watch any match at all. That
Wow.
was the stage of, yeah, I did not watch any football match at all. I had my first surgery in 2013. So since then till around 2017, that was my build up stage. Not that I didn't like football, but I just wasn't interested at that time, and I never watched any match at that point. But when I gained admission to Unilag, I think 2019, you remember that Liverpool won the Champions League in 2019. So when they won it, I started having the urge to come back and watch football again. So I started, although there were some things I was not conversant with, I was not up to date with, because my friends were making friends, they were making jest of me. They would say, uh, wait, what did he say now? Why? Because once you leave football for like 5 years, you're going to lose track of things. So I lost
Of
track
what's
of
going
Sure.
things.
on.
But by the time,
Yeah.
yes, but by the time I spent like 2, 3, 4 years, everything came back,
Back in
and
the
I was up to date. Yes, I was up to date again. So whatever is going on, I know what's going on, whether it's in La Liga or whether it's in Bundesliga, Italian Serie A, Premier League, of World Cup, Champions League, or whatever. It doesn't matter, right? So that's
Yep.
basically it. I'm still gonna say this again. Please do not bet. Betting is not.
Sure.
I don't subscribe to saying bet responsibly. No, just don't do it.
Can you bet
Just don't do
responsibly?
it. Well, on their website, the same thing, the same way they say drink responsibly, they would say bet responsibly, right? But I don't subscribe to betting at all. No, I don't subscribe to it.
It
It's
takes
an
from you
addiction.
more than
An
it gives to
addiction,
you.
like more than it gives to you. And for some people, even if they get rich and then they get wealthy, they now don't have any source of joy anymore other than when they bet. You understand? So you
Yeah.
don't get attached to your club. I know someone tonight that has lost his car, all because of PSG and Arsenal.
Really?
Yes, because of they came online and then they say, oh, this one say my car, I'm betting my car. This one say I'm betting my car too. If PSG win, I will give you my car key. This one say if Arsenal win, this one. So they were doing that. Some people will bet houses. As I saw that, it still did not make sense to me again. Maybe they were using it for content. I
Wow.
don't know, but
Possibly.
if it was real, it
But
doesn't
it's
it doesn't
foolish
really
to
make sense.
actually.
It doesn't really make sense, right? It was when I told you that I've been watching football since 2005. Something happened in, I think, 2009 or so, that Man U and Barcelona were playing the Champions League final, and Barcelona won. Some people that was supporting Manchester United did not eat that night because their clubs was beating Jesus. Although so it's emotional, right? People cry.
Yeah.
I'm not initiating you into that because
You can
I
never
want you to
initiate me
cry or
into that.
something. Mhm. But if you understand the game and then you follow it, you're going to sometime it gives you some kind of rush, right? Some kind of rush that once you finish, you just say, wow, I felt something, right? And that's just why we watch football. That's all, right? So
And if you lost, you still feel
um
something, but it's just not going to be
uh,
something you want to remember.
no. If for example now,
I think football
Barcelona this
fans are a
season,
set of people that knows how to move on really quickly.
no, they don't know how to move on quickly. Oh. No,
Really?
no. Why? Because the stigma always stays. Even if it is 20 years, the stigma always stays. Do you understand? The stigma, you always have that
Yep.
stigma. So whether if, for example now, Arsenal has not won the Champions League, Chelsea has won two. Real Madrid has won 15. So Chelsea now can tell Arsenal fans that look, you've never won the champions. In fact, there's a chant. They will say, champions of Europe, you will never sing that. That's the chant they say for Arsenal. And now that Arsenal has lost this night, I checked online. The first thing I would see is champions of Europe, you will never sing that. Do you know what that means? It means that in the continent of Europe, Arsenal, right, has never won the Champions League. Since its inception, they have never won it. Chelsea has won it. Liverpool
As they got
has
to
won
this
it.
point, they would have just won it.
Liverpool has... So just for them to win it this night, and then you will not be able to tell them you will never sing champions of Europe. You understand?
Yeah.
But now you can still tell them. He's saying, "Oh, Dozier will not let me." That's it. So that's where the banter usually comes in, right? So I think
Okay,
we've come
I mean,
to
with
the end of this night's
yeah, we are staying.
this night's session. Come, yeah, and now I think the other part you would just you'll pick it up by yourself. I trust you on that. You pick the other parts up by yourself. Or maybe when
Don't
we're
trust
talking
me,
about
please.
football
I'm
club,
gonna
something
try.
happening, something happening, you'll be able to relate. You'll be able to relate when you know when something happens, right? Especially with the
Yep.
World Cup happening. I'm so sad that Nigeria is not going to the World Cup, but that's fine. That works. All right. So, Olakunle, any last words?
Stay safe.
Stay safe. Stay safe. Do you know that next season
Yeah.
you're not going to be playing in Europe? You're going to be playing only
I
one
know.
match per week. You do know.
That-
Just like Manchester United played this season, you're going to be playing one match per week. And there are some cases you play only one match in 1 month. Olakunle, answer me now.
I know.
All because we finished number 10. No problem. If you are drawn with Man City now, maybe you'd have gone to Europe, gone to Conference League and won it. But you said you don't want us now to win
Maybe.
the Premier League. And then you lost to Man City. All right, Anna. I hope you enjoyed this night's episode, right? Though it was jumbled.
I
don't
did.
know. Maybe on one live, you are just going to come. You're going to come and teach us how to bake or how to. I mean, Olakunle, you understand that? We're just going to be listening to you. Wow. So that's how you.
So you want me to come and be yapping? You want me?
No, it's not yapping. Me, I would learn. I would learn. I want to learn how to make bread, learn how to make meat pie, puff, donuts. I need to.
Are we going to be doing practice?
Yes. I need to. No. You're gonna
If I
show
teach
us
you, you go and
recipe,
practice it and
how
bring
to
it.
do it. Yeah. Yes. And then the next live I'm
Okay.
going to come and then show everybody that this was what I did. I practiced this today. I practiced this today. So, all right. So
Okay,
thank
so-
you very much, both of you. I think
Thank you too.
was a bit
Thank you for
enjoyable
putting me through.
was a bit enjoyable for me, but Olakunle made it banter. I didn't want to make it banter, but it made it banter, right? All because his club is only going to play in the Premier League next season. All right, stay safe, everyone out there.
Yep.
We're gonna see next week, next month, right? See you guys.
Yeah, that's
Good night.
true.
Bye.
Please, bye guys. See you next month.
Olakunle.
Join our journey and dive into the lively foray. As Nigeria live, tune in bright and clear. Insights, laughs and knowledge are all right here.